Hello and welcome to Thursday the 29th of September 2022. My name's Nick Orange today, and it's going to be varied kind of names for me on that particular note, as somebody keeps on banging on about it. On that particular note, that's all I'll say, and welcome my friends to the show that hopefully never ends. So I bring you to a brand new town, and it's the first town I've actually visited ever in my life. I'm going to take you through it to the best of my knowledge because actually I've done some research on it beforehand. So I got an idea with a high street, and yes, I always mention this everywhere I go. Hopefully we get to capture once each in every town, but of course not every town has one. It's called a spoons, otherwise known as JD Weatherspoons. But the Three Magnets is the one that we're looking for in this beautiful place where I'm situated here, Letchworth Garden City, not Wellingworth, I think it's pronounced Garden City, which is of course further on towards London. But this is Letchworth Garden City, and we'll check out some gardens. I think you'd have thought it's a bit more about gardens. We'll find out in just a moment. But of course we're in the car park here just outside the train station, and I want to just say that of course I had to use the stairs because this behind me is the lift, which is out of order, and then I went through the barriers. And you use your ticket once to get out of the barriers, and it does take your ticket. And there was a kind black gentleman at the end there making sure everything's running smoothly. I'm sure he's doing his best of that. But yes, you do need the other ticket to get back to Cambridge if you're doing a return from Cambridge, and it'll be on platform 2, which is on the opposite side. I've just shown this in time there. There's a bus there, and that I believe will take you to the high street, but it's literally only around the corner, so you probably don't need a bus to do that. But it's probably a town bus, like, you know, town buses usually do town stuff. Train station here, that's where I took the stairs earlier. Not that it's interesting looking at stairs, but of course on the other platform is platform number 2, where you'd head back to Cambridge that way. So you have to literally cross over this side to get down to the platform number 2. Got that, did you? Let's move on. So of course we're coming out of the car park here. We'll see what the prices are before we head on. So you can see it's full up at the moment, so get here pretty early, I would recommend. It's unusual we see old-fashioned coin and cards telephone boxes. I can't hear a thing out of that, but yeah, maybe the other one is working. But and now let's have a look at Letchworth Station Car Park. Of course, Monday to Friday up to 1 hour is £1.20, up to 3 hours is £3.80, up to 24 hours is £8, and weekend bank holidays each day or part thereof is £4.20 to use this car park. £8 seems a lot of money to actually park a car overnight here. So as you see, you've got lots of shops to start with. I like the idea of that, and I like the idea of sunshine here in September in this area. So we'll check further out in just a moment. So this is the main entrance to the train station where that gentleman's walking out, and that's where you'd buy your tickets, just to the left there. And you can see a lot of taxis being parked here. Looks like it's quite a busy road with that red light stuck there. By the way, if you're ever in Letchworth Garden City, don't use this cash machine if you don't want to pay £1.05 for each transaction. I think this bus is picking up passengers. Wow, what a name for a chip shop. Oh my god. Something to bear in mind when you come to this, oh my god, traditional fish and chips. These are the sort of stuff that you can actually buy. Some of the prices of course, fixed prices of the leasehold. If you ever wanted to live in Letchworth Garden City, for example, Pixmore Avenue, 375,000. Would you buy it? Same price as well. Wow, amazing. One thing I have discovered here in Letchworth Garden City is a beautiful high street that stretches all the way down here. You've got, of course, betting shops, you've got all these kind of shops. It looks like Holland and Barrett down there. I've never literally tried walking down there, but I might do it on the way back. But first of all, we've got to cross the traffic lights and head into that direction. That's what I saw on the map. It's a nice looking restaurant just over there. The Platform. 3 guesses of why it's called that. Next to a train station. Well, you can get a bus to Stevenage from here. That's the bus. I think it's number 55, yeah. It is 55, and that'll head towards Stevenage, just underneath that sunshine there. So I've got to cross here, and I'll see you in a bit. You can see how busy this crossing is, so it's not worth taking a chance or risk to cross it. I think we can cross now. Having come to Letchworth Garden City, which I believe is a big town. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe it's a town next to Baldock and on the way to Hatfield and many other places on the way to London. So as this is a brief visit, I will visit here before I study it a little bit more. This is my first visit, so please bear that in mind. You can see very clearly the train station from here. That's where I've got to go next time. In that direction, that's the train station. First thing I notice here is, what the hell are these? Can anyone know in the comments if you're from the area of Letchworth or if you've ever been to Letchworth? Well, something that not all towns have is these fountains, especially our unique town of Haverhill in Suffolk doesn't have this kind of thing. It'd be probably too expensive to run. But look at that. It feels like you're in sort of a European country. It's not often you see something like this. It's amazing. So we're heading off into that direction now. Well, it's not really surprising if you was to enter a town like this called Letchworth Garden City without seeing any gardens whatsoever. So that's probably why it's called Letchworth Garden City. But it's not actually a city, I don't believe. It's actually a small town. It's not classed as a city. I don't believe so anyway. I'll check that out just to double make sure in just a minute. But something I have noticed is lovely beautiful flowers, like of course what you'd expect to see in some towns. In our town in Suffolk of Haverhill and Sturmer, I would say my impression, or my first impression of this area is being beautiful, especially with the sunshine like this here in September. Apart from the fact the motorbike making noises, we do apologise about that because motorbikes do make noises. And I would say it is a tourist attraction, and I think it is a rare town to be spoken about, otherwise known as unique. Look at the bushes here. Could do with a little bit more flowers, but of course, you know, maybe it's died out due to the weather. That's quite nice actually. Nice little waterway, but it drains. Might be a waste of water actually, but it does look nice. So it drains there. Maybe it recycles the water. I don't know. There's another one just down here. There's probably lots of them on each section here. And you can sit down here if you wish to. And don't fall backwards like I did in Bury St Edmunds recently. So you've got your Essentials home care there. For any tourist attractions. As we walk down here. I did say it was Holland and Barrett on the other side there. Perhaps they've got two of them, I don't know. I'll check that out in just a moment. Looks like artwork shop over there. Wow. Seen every shop open apart from this one, of course, that I've seen so far. But we are talking during the day. Probably at night things are more closed. Obviously a free cash machine just over there. So I presume the actual town stretches all the way down here, because it is the first time I've visited here and the first time I've visited the Spoons here, which looks like the side of it goes into a precinct and it's called the arcade. Just the arcade. Doesn't mean there's fruit machines in there, just an arcade. Probably won't be allowed to film in there, but of course definitely check out the Spoons in just a moment. So in actual fact I'm going to do that very thing here. This is the outside of the Free Magnets Free House Spoons. I'm probably going to have a bite to eat in there as well. It's time now to have a little bit of a break and a Kit Kat. Well, not that, but of course a bite to eat in the Spoons. I think you're going to join me. You're so desperate to join me at this Free Magnets, and for a look inside as well, an exclusive look. So yes, do check out all the Spoons visits that we have visited and done exclusive views inside and out of the Spoons. But this one in particular here is Letchworth Garden City Spoons, the Free Magnets. Let's go and check it out. So you join me and welcome to the Spoons called the 3 Tons in Letchworth Garden City. Remember where you heard that, because actually this is the first visit for this Spoons here, and already I've been impressed, and I'm going to order something very shortly so that you can actually see on the camera what I've ordered, and I'm going to give it a mark out of 10 as per usual, as part of the Letchworth Garden City video. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us and sticking by us today. Yes, it does have a downstairs toilet, which I'll show you. Well, of course you won't want to see inside the toilet, but of course you'll get an inklings of where it is. So if I flick over now with a flick, obviously there has been some people here today. That's the ladies, and the gents is just round the corner to the other side past the machines there, and that's the bar over there. Okay, and that's the food menu here. There you go, and proof that I'm here in Letchworth. Wow, just amazing. What I have noticed is there's no charging points to charge up your phones. Haven't seen any. Maybe there are just around the corner, I don't know. But I find it very rare to find downstairs toilets, and it's quite an amazing to find that out today. Anyway, let's review the food that I'm going to actually eventually purchase, and join me in a few shakes. Sorry about all this here in the background. Should have a stand, shouldn't I? But I just can't be bothered to use it at the moment. Although I have got it with me, but anyway. Let's review and have a look at the meals in a click. So today I'm actually sat at table number 44. So at the Free Magnets, I've actually gone for a $2.99 special, vegetarian, as in vegetable lasagna for $2.99. It doesn't come with the chips. It is a small bowl of chips, and that's with the tea, £1.25, which actually I had a coffee. You can see it's a decaffeinated coffee, or decaffeinated latte actually, which is my stage name. And of course, yes, that's the total price it come up to today. So of course, let's have a look at what we've got here. Small bowl of chips, looks quite nice and yellowy. It's quite nice. Let's have a look. Very, I don't know, very impressive to me. Very yellowy and very tasty. And a lot of salad to go with it, which is quite nice. And the vegetable lasagna looks good as well. And what is this, by the way? Is this some kind of horseradish or some sort of dressing that I don't know about? Let us know in the comments what you think this is. I always see this every time we get salad. And it's some kind of dressing of some kind. I don't know what it is. Because it actually doesn't tell me what it is, I need somebody to tell me what this is. It's not horseradish, is it? Do let me know. And I'll reveal after I've eaten this. And that's the yellow feel of it. And that's the salad to go with it. With the red onions, tomatoes, cucumber, the lot. And the lasagna to go with it. What a special meal this is. All we'll need is a bit of this. Sometimes these don't open very well, as you can see. So I've had to use my teeth for that, and sometimes you can do it manually. So yeah, I'll sprinkle a bit of this on there. Oh, it's come out a bit weirdly. If you don't like your mayonnaise, look away now. If you like your mayonnaise, then carry on watching. So yeah. If you don't like vinegar, look away now as well, because I like my vinegar, just a little sprinkle, and some ketchup to go with it as well, which you might need as well, Heinz as well. We're not a DJ audit of any kind, checking up on this company. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my latte, or decaffeinated latte, and I'll review out of 10 at the end. Well, the time now is 56 minutes past 6 p.m. UK time. I finished this, which is the lovely decaffeinated latte, and I've also finished the meal here, which they will clear away soon. So yeah, the vegetable lasagna, which was actually part of a manager's special for $2.99 today, was actually quite nice and tasty. But yeah, it looked like a bit of seaweed with the green stuff on it. I don't know what that green stuff is. I'm not really a chef, so of course I don't know about that type of food that you eat. But it was quite nice, actually, to be fair. So that was quite good. The small chips was good. And of course the only thing was the spicy red onion, which was the main problem of it. You know, it can get a bit spicy. If you top it up with that, what some people say is horrible, which is what looks like horseradish, but actually apparently it's not. Some sort of salad dressing it might well be, with a few bits in between it. And of course, if you sprinkle that all together, I would say it would get rid of the taste of the sharp taste and the spicy taste of the red onion. But overall, nice tomatoes, nice salad. I've got to give it a mark out of 10 for this one. 8 out of 10 overall, despite the spiciness of the red onion. So 8 out of 10 for the spoons of the three. The three, yeah. I knew you'd forgotten it already. The 3 magnets. I was going to say the 3 tons. Perhaps there is a spoon's called the 3 tons, but this one's called the 3 magnets in Letchworth, Garden City. So overall, this is a lovely place to come. Thankfully, the toilets are downstairs for a change. That makes a nice change. But yeah, I'm only half an hour away from Cambridge, basically. And depending on what train you get, some will vary. Some are 33 minutes, some are 25 minutes, depending on which one you catch. And it's on platform number 2. Just to bear that in mind. It's platform 1 when you get here, platform 2 over the other side when you come back to Cambridge. So remember where you hear that, okay? And hopefully you don't lose your ticket, which is this one, just to prove that I've actually got it here. And in reverse order, it is actually going back to Cambridge. Letchworth, which is Letchworth, Garden City, to Cambridge, okay? And it's issued on 29th of September 2022, which of course this being a Thursday. So there you go, I'll put that away in this wallet here so it doesn't sort of disappear. Hopefully it doesn't fall out of my pocket here. But yeah, it's been an amazing event and a place to come, and I do recommend it. So come to the free magnets in Letchworth Garden City. Is it worth a visit? Well, can't you see by the beautiful paintings behind it, you get some sort of idea of that. Yep, I'm actually drinking nothing here, but of course the lady took away the food just in time there. So it's a good job that I showed you it before it left, although it wasn't very exciting to see an empty plate. But anyway, thank you for watching. We might have a little bit more footage before we leave here today, and we call it as bonus footage, maybe. And thank you very much for supporting the channel wherever you're watching. And hopefully there's more videos to come and more to enjoy. So from myself, Nick, as in Nick Orange today, not decaffeinated latte, although I am drinking that. I'm going to get refill in a minute because actually it looks a bit dirty, but yeah, can't really help that because sometimes it does spill all over the place. It's not the staff fault, it's just something that I do as a force of habit. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. So the gents' toilets are just round the corner there. You can see a little bit of the entrance over there. The bar is just over there. If you can see the bar from here. Just about. So it's almost around about 5 minutes to 9 PM UK time. From my time here on this video particular, and the time that I'm recording from, and the date of Thursday the 29th of September 2022, just outside the three magnets, which you can't really see on the sign because it's actually blurred, but it's actually the three magnet spoons here in the evening. Nobody literally sitting behind me on these chairs here because I think people think it's too cold. So let's have a little walk around before we go. Looks pretty nice lit up here. I can hear music coming from somewhere. But yeah, I'm about to get my train and I'll probably end up getting some chips in just a moment, just to round off the day. I can hear the music here. Wow, very nice. Sounds like a nice guitar player there. Definitely worth checking out. So we have a little bit of that music there. I don't know if you could hear that very well, but it sounds like an Oasis song that they were playing there. So that's why we have to kind of like move away from it very quickly. This is quite nicely, you know, decorated here. It reminds me of Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. If you want to check out Bury St Edmunds, make sure you do check that out at some point. And this is nice lit up here of the water fountain. The water that I showed earlier, I think it's run out here. It really literally has run out. It's not often I film nighttime stuff, but of course it's nice to see this lit up as well. So I'll have to remember listening to music down here at a certain period of time on a Thursday to accompany drinks in that sort of restaurant. And of course that's the restaurant just down there where you're hearing the music still. Walk down here, it's very quiet traffic, as you can see, easier to cross coming back. I would say it's quite a quiet place. I like quiet places in a way. Look at that, it's just amazing to have a look at this, what looks like fire spitting up in the air. It's just so calming. Has a making of a good video with music. Wow. If you stand anywhere near that, you'll get splashed, I should imagine. But I wonder how much it'll cost to actually run that all day. This is the restaurant here. You can see that a bit more clearer this time. Signs up there to go in that direction. Signs to Arlesey, Ickleford, Statsford and town centre and train station in that direction. So the chip shop should be open. Oh my God, it's over there, by the way. Literally over there, which I went past earlier. If they've got the telly or BT Sport in there. Looks like a nice pub to go into, actually. Check that out. That's a nice little pub here in Letchworth Garden City. So it's time to move on now. I would like to say a huge thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed all of this video here, apart from my thumb in the way of the picture there. So we sincerely hope you have enjoyed the video for this time round, and hopefully we can visit here again on a discount rate for £7.45 for a return from Cambridge. It can't be bad, but of course it's about £11 for normal people, but that's still not too bad for anyone that wants to come here just for a return of £11 from Cambridge, that is, we're talking about. And it might sort of vary from different other places if you travel from other areas on the train. But the train station is not too far away from here. You can see it literally from here, and it is definitely over there. Letchworth Garden City train station there, and it should be every half an hour, unless of course they alter the timetable like they do in buses. So making the most on my visit here by saying a huge thank you very much for watching the channel of Touring with us. A huge very much thanks to you all, and hopefully you'll see us next time. Remember, the show that hopefully never ends for many years to come, and happy memories of these years, by the way, even if you're watching in the future. But a huge thank you to you all for watching, and for those who have recently subscribed to us. We've been going leaps and bounds, but of course we're enjoying every moment that we do here, what we do on the channel. And of course, if you hadn't yet subscribed to us, make sure you do. Tell your friends, whatever. And until next time, take care. Have a lovely time. Bye.